This world has been connected. And now darkness within darkness awaits you.
In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came.
My name is Ansem. I reach for the darkness. One who knows nothing can understand.
Everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 16 of season 2 of the longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast in the world, also known as the Podcast of Champions. My name is Mike, and with me as always is my brother Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
Before we get into this episode, which we're going to talk about some pretty spicy stuff, I just want to say thank you to everybody who was who thought our bit about not knowing each other's voice, or you guys not knowing our voices.
Yeah, no, we know.
We know. I don't hear Jason talk and go, huh, that sounds like me, but I'm not talking. Like, that's not what happens. But some of you are still convinced, even after we did that we sound alike. And I just don't understand. I don't get. Someone said that you guys are saying each other's names before speaking just to screw with new listeners.
Yeah, like somebody thought we were doing the reverse, like we were messing with people. Or they're just really five-headed and they're making the joke, but like...
Someone said you are the same people and you do sound 80% alike.
Okay.
And then PJ, friend of the show PJ, who's been on the podcast before, said we're idiots and we sound exactly alike. And
yeah, we're only one person.
He also corrected
Joke's
us
on
on
you.
something. Apparently, the whole Nomura not being on camera thing is a thing.
Huh.
Like, he doesn't like to be on camera, and he said we're not true Kingdom Hearts fans for not knowing that. And I said, PJ, I know I have a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I understand that.
True.
But that doesn't mean that I know every single detail about everything that even has, like,
Nomura.
the smallest little bit to do with Kingdom Hearts. I just want to say that. So, PJ, thank you. Thank you for your comments, but you were wrong. We are not the same person. This is Mike, by the way.
I can't believe you didn't know Nomura actually prefers a white wine over red wine.
I can't believe you didn't know Nomura likes to get massages with happy endings. Like, why would I know any of this? Why would I want to know any of
While
this?
drinking red wine. It's actually the only time he likes red wine.
Right. He actually doesn't drink, especially when coming up with the idea for Coded. Just saying.
Yeah.
But thank you last week. We will no longer be labeling ourselves, although it was a funny bit at the time. I could see how that would get old for anybody, including us. So This is Mike signing off of saying Mike. Although we might start saying each other's names instead, just to really, like someone suggested, Mike here, or I say Jason here. And then you're like,
no.
wait, what?
Oh, no. You just undid everything that we built.
I know. Well, apparently it wasn't much because people still didn't have any idea of who we were. Anyway, a little more housekeeping we have to get to before we move on to the meat of the episode is, again, we announced something kind of at the end of the podcast last week, and we seemed unsure about it. And we still are, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to clarify a little more for you guys. We are planning on next Friday, a week from today, doing a live Ansem Report podcast to mark the incoming arrival of Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, allegedly. We don't know what time it's being released. We have a general idea, thanks to friend of the show, Damo279. Go check out his channel, because he's going to have a bunch of stuff about Dark Road, and he already has a bunch of stuff about Dark Road, and Damo's the man. But he said typically the updates for Union Cross would release at about 3 p.m. his time, which for us is like 1 or 2 in the morning or something like that. We're not going to be streaming at that time, to be clear.
No.
Zero chance of that happening. However, what we will do on Friday, Jason still has to work that day in the morning, we will assess what's going on based on when Dark Road is released and when Jason can get done with work. And then we will hop on and stream Dark Road leading up till the live episode. But there's a possibility that means we won't even be able to get on until like 4 or 5 o'clock, which means we would do the live episode first. So it's still a little up in the air. We are going to be as transparent with you guys as possible.
Yeah,
Just know that we will, A, be playing Dark Road live on stream on Friday, and B, we will be doing an Ansem Report podcast live at some point. So go to twitch.tv/SuperSpikeGhetti to come hang out with us and experience Dark Road for the first time. Play along with us. Maybe we'll pull some blue of booze together like old times, Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't think
who even
pulling
knows
is a mechanic.
what it is?
We don't, exactly,
really?
and that's... Like I said before, that's something that I'm very excited for about that. And then the last little bit of housekeeping. The State of SpikeGhetti Direct Showcase is happening in two days from when you're listening to this, if you're listening on release date. So on the date escapes me. On the 21st, I moved it back an hour to 5 p.m. because sometimes, on Sundays, people got stuff going on in the afternoon. 5 p.m. on the 21st will be the State of SpikeGhetti Showcase Direct. It's very much coming together. It's going to be a heck of a show of announcements and crazy things. And, kind of like Dark Road, you guys don't really know what to expect, and that's okay. So I tell you to tune in. Tune in, because it's going to be a wild time. And then we might stream right after that, too, as well. So be on the lookout for that. Just wanted to get those announcements out there at the beginning of the show so they're there. But, yeah, thank you guys for supporting us like you always do. We appreciate it. Let's move on to the meat of this episode, Jason.
Oh, snap.
Speaking of game showcases, the D23 Expo. Are you familiar with the D23 Expo, Jason?
Yeah, it's where they announce all the crazy new Disney stuff, right?
D23 is like a fan club for Disney. And they started doing an expo back in 2009, I believe, for it.
Okay.
More recently, it's really ramped up as kind of like a Comic-Con, Gamescom, PAX kind of thing, but for Disney specifically, especially because, in the last decade, they've purchased a lot of different IPs like Marvel and Star Wars and stuff. Now.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, and a lot of times they save announcements from being at Comic-Con and announcing them at D23. Most notably for Kingdom Hearts fans, 2 things have happened at D23 for Kingdom Hearts fans on that timeline. One, they announced 2.5, the 2.5 release.
Ooh, nice.
And they had a D23 Japan that year. I don't know if they do that every year, but they did it in Japan that year, and they announced the 2.5. And then more recently, in 2017, was the first time we saw Toy Story in Kingdom Hearts 3. They had the big trailer there in 2017. Anyway, I'm telling you all this because they have announced for September 9th a game showcase, a Disney and Marvel Games Showcase. Let me read this blurb here. Disney will host a Disney and Marvel Games Showcase at D23 Expo 2022 on September 9th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. EST. The company announced it will be hosted by Blessing. I don't know how to say his last name. Junior, kind of funny. Adoye. Adoye. I don't know how to say it. Sorry, Blessing. Blessing seems like a good guy. I don't know how to say his last name. It says the digital showcase will feature new content from Disney and Pixar games, Marvel games, Lucasfilm games, and 20th Century games, including all new announcements and reveals from existing titles such as Disney Dreamlight Valley, Marvel's Midnight Suns, and Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, and a sneak peek at the upcoming Marvel Ensemble game from Skydance New Media. And it will be there live, and then they're broadcasting it as well on YouTube. And Twitter and Twitch and all that stuff. So this, knowing Kingdom Hearts fans, they immediately jump to, is Kingdom Hearts 4 going to be there? And
no way.
To the point where if I type Kingdom Hearts news into Google, The top 3 results are articles speculating that Kingdom Hearts 4 will be at this event. I hate to say this to you guys.
Journalists gonna do what journalists gotta do.
I hate to say this to you guys. That is extreme cope. I'm sorry, Game
making
Spew
content.
Game Spew is a website apparently. I don't know. I just clicked it and it's taking forever to load, so that's scary. Maybe I just clicked a.
Mike got baited.
I might have got baited by Game Spew. I was like, what the fuck is Game Spew? Anyway, sorry guys, but that's probably not happening. What I think is more likely is that we will see something about Missing Link than Kingdom Hearts 4. But I do agree, Jason, with that sentiment you just made that we are probably going to see nothing Kingdom Hearts related and are more likely to see something Kingdom Hearts related at next year's D23. Well, if they make this game showcase a thing.
I think pre-KH3, it would be more likely that there would be a Kingdom Hearts thing with them not having said that it's on the docket, right?
Right.
Because it was more of like a niche thing, but then like with Kingdom Hearts 3 being such a crazy, like just popping off with sales, I think that like you really couldn't not have it on there if it's going to be on there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my thing is they said they're going to announce new games and there's going to be stuff from these games. And if they were going to do that, they would have said
it would be in there, right? Not like the 800th Marvel game.
Right.
That's probably going to get canned.
Yeah, probably.
Going to be canned or come out terrible.
I'm still interested in this this showcase.
Yeah,
so,
no, I definitely am.
What's the harm in watching? And then if something Kingdom Hearts does show up, cool. But I would not go into this showcase expecting that and then being one of those people in the chat going, no Kingdom Hearts, 0 out of 10, you know.
Right, and then people who are not into Kingdom Hearts just see you saying that and are like, wow, Kingdom Hearts fans, am I right?
My point is, you guys, I think, and I hate that I have to be the dad of the Kingdom Hearts community, because I'm not a dad, okay? I hate that I have to be Papa, okay? But temper your expectations, okay? And you know what? Hey, if your expectations are there's going to be Kingdom Hearts there, sure, do it. But then I don't want to see you on Twitter being like, oh, there is no Kingdom Hearts there. What the fuck? Like, come on, guys. We are above this. There's no reason to do this. It is what it is, We're gonna be okay if there's no Kingdom Hearts there. We know we have quite a long wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. If Missing Link is there, sick. If not, that's okay too.
But it's okay video because game series. Dark Road is coming out.
Dark Road will already have been out by then.
Right, so that you're already gonna have your KH fix. It'll be okay that it's not at D23.
I'm just saying, temper your expectations, guys. And maybe take this time without a lot of Kingdom Hearts going on to go, hey, maybe I'll play a different game. Maybe I'll play Toy Story 3 for the Xbox 360. Maybe I'll play Final Fantasy 15.
Wii Sports is a good game. You could play
Wii Sports is a good game. Yeah, play some Wii Sports. Not the new one. I heard the new one's Garbo.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about OG Wii Sports.
Yeah. Play Jack and Daxter. That's a good game.
Okay.
That's a good game. I like some Jack and Daxter.
Or just go back and play KH1 again, you freak.
Or hey, maybe watch one of the fine television shows that are on TV, Maybe go outside and touch grass.
No. Don't do that shit, dude. It'll suck all of your gaming abilities away.
Yeah, maybe don't do any of that. Maybe Jason's right. Maybe
just keep playing Kingdom Hearts.
Stay in the basement like a fucking cretin.
Playing Kingdom Hearts.
Like a cretin. Just stay there.
Like Rapunzel said, don't stop dancing, okay?
Oh. I thought you were going to say, like Rapunzel said, maybe I should stay inside or something like that. But no, you said don't stop dancing. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually faster feeling Dance with Men. Crazy. Yeah,
that's true. It is so true. Anyway, so we're going to look forward to that event, but not because we have this crazy expectation that there's going to be Kingdom Hearts there. It's possible. but not likely, in my opinion.
I think if you don't expect it to be there, on the off chance that it is, it'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah, you'll be kind of hype about it.
So you're doing yourself a favor. Just don't even expect it to be there.
Right. Don't just zero expectations, just live life. Yeah. Things are better when you don't have expectations.
See whatever new Disney movie is going to come out that you can then speculate is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 4 when it's not. It's not. Yeah, if it's not even out yet, it's not.
Be like
but
the
it
people
could be
on Twitter that because Disney is releasing Bleach on Disney Plus that they think Bleach is going to be in Kingdom Hearts. Like, be those people. Those
Anything
people are fun.
Owned by Disney immediately.
Not even owned by Disney.
Oh yeah, true.
They just have the streaming rights.
Anything just related to Disney in any way, shape, or form.
Guys, I saw some Disney Q-tips.
Oh
and
shit!
Mickey Mouse was on there with Baby Yoda. So think the Mandalorian is coming to Kingdom Hearts. I bought
also,
the Q-tips.
Next to it was Terminator one, so I think Arnold will be in Kingdom Hearts.
Mr. Nomura, he put the Q-tips by each other for this exact purpose, and there's lore within the Q-tips. You have to clean.
Nomura likes to use Q-tips daily.
You have to clean enough wax out of your ear in order to unveil the lore. So don't be that person, guys. It's okay. Love Kingdom Hearts, but not everything is the Kingdom Hearts thing, That's okay.
No,
says the guy with the Kingdom Hearts podcast that has over 1 billion episodes.
Yeah.
Longest running, by the way. Longest running. Mike here, by the way. Okay, moving on, Jason. There's one last thing we got to talk about before we do the question of the week and all that jazz like we normally do. Dark Road, a week from today of the airing of this podcast, will presumably be released for cell phones. Allegedly. For cell phones.
Or BlueStacks. Let's be real. Or
BlueStacks. I mean...
Let's be real.
We're stacking. We're blue stacking.
I'm not going to sit here hunched over full Quasimodo over my damn phone to play Dark Road, dude.
Actually, that's actually interesting. Maybe we'll do this on stream where we'll compare what my file looks like on my phone to a brand new file on BlueStacks.
Ooh, okay.
That's interesting, actually. Maybe we'll look at that. Anyway.
Free-to-play player versus pay-to-win.
I spent lots of money on jewels. Who will come out on top? So, anyway, my point with this is that it comes out in a week, allegedly. And I thought it would be fun, Jason, if we each gave one prediction for what we think is going to happen in Dark Road. Because like we said earlier, it's unknown. It's an unknown entity. We don't really know what this is going to be. And I think it'd be fun if we were just like, hey, what do you think's going to happen with Dark Road? What's popping with Dark Road? So would you like to go first or would you like me to go first?
I guess you go first.
Shit, I didn't think of anything yet.
Okay, fine. I'll go first. Me.
No, I can go first.
I'll go first.
Jason, it's called editing. They don't even know how long I sit here thinking of something. You just cut it out. It's done. like this could be 2 whole days later. They would know. They would never know.
They would never know they were in our trap the whole time.
They would never know we recorded this podcast in January of 2020 too. They would never know. But yeah, you can go first because I still don't have anything.
Okay, so having not thought about it at all, just off the top of my head right now.
Love it.
I think in Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, we're going to have, the beginning of the Master of Masters and young Xehanort type of bullshit that was happening in KH3. And like how a lot of people say in the KH3 intro, it kind of looks like you know, why does young Xehanort go from having gray eyes to yellow eyes? And I think we're gonna see that moment for sure in Dark Road. Because then, if you don't, if you have a whole mini game that explains why Michael Mouse lost his shirt, you gotta have a mini game that explains why young Xehanort went from having a gray eyes to like yellow eyes. So,
well, I thought this game was like the explanation of how he got a bald ass head.
Yeah, maybe that too. I think
Well,
it's like
here's my thing.
it's a two piece, like 2 for 1.
My thing is like, you know, I'm bald now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know what my story was to getting a bald head? I just shaved my fucking head. So how
Is
do you
this gonna be some weird? He gets hit with darkness, and it just cut all his hair off, like Riku, actually.
And Ericus is gonna be like, or not Master Xehanort, your hair. And he's gonna go, my hair, and then that's gonna be it.
Said, what about my hair?
Yeah, he just suddenly is old.
Yeah, he's suddenly old and
bald.
decrepit. He does the hand thing. What do you
about
mean?
my hair, Ericus? Yeah,
It's
dude.
only like 10 years later.
Yeah. He's just bald and old suddenly.
It's only 10 years from Dark Road that we've seen already to young or Master Xehanort how he looks.
Ericus, they
He's
don't
only
know.
He's only like 35, but like he has the veins in his head and shit.
It's called editing, Ericus. They don't know how long I've been bald.
Doctors hate him.
All right, so your prediction is we're gonna figure out A, why his eyes changed, or B, why he's bald.
Yeah.
Okay. I think didn't Nomura say something that he was gonna reveal in this game how he became the bald man? But like, I think he meant it like how he just became this person, not necessarily how he lost his hair specifically. But knowing Nomura, it could be the other way.
It's gonna show like young Xehanort trying out like Rogaine, and then he's trying keeps, and he's like,
looking at Ericus's like ponytail, and he's like, how does he keep it?
Yeah, dude.
His hairline's great.
It's one of those scenes where he's looking at himself in the mirror, and as he sees it, he like throws the mirror down.
Yeah. No, dude, it's the scene with the magic mirror that we saw in the trailer. The
Do
magic
you recognize me?
The magic mirror's gonna be like, yo, your hairline's kind of kicking back a little bit. Are you sure? And he's gonna, break the mirror. That's funny. So I shaved my head bald now, right? This is like a Mike story, not a Kingdom Hearts story. Sorry, everybody, but it might connect to Kingdom Hearts for you. So I was like in my early 20s, and my hairline's been pushing back since then, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I hadn't really noticed. Like I had a decent head of hair, I thought, and I went out with a bunch of friends to like this bar, and it was in the middle of the summer, and they didn't have air conditioning for some reason, and so we were just sweating our balls off in there, right?
Damn.
And I remember going to the bathroom, one, to just go to the bathroom, and two, like wipe my face off and stuff, and my hair was like wet, right? That's how hot it was, okay? And as I go in there, one of the guys I was there with, his name is Steve, and not his
definitely real.
And Steve was bald, and he was a few years older than me. Actually, he's like 10 years older than me, I think. But he was there. I know that's kind of weird. But anyway, he looks at me, and he's bald. He's shaved his head bald, but it's because he wasn't keeping his hair. And he goes, "Ooh, man, you better start looking into some Rogaine." And I was like, "What?" And then I looked in the mirror and had this moment, because when your hair is wet, it looks thinner, right?
Yeah.
And I had this moment of realization where I was like, "Oh no!" Like, "Oh, he's right. The bald guy knows."
The mirror.
Yeah, and then I broke the mirror. I grabbed the mirror off the wall and broke it over my knee.
And your eyes turned yellow.
So, I guess there is more of a story about me going bald, huh?
Yeah, there is.
Nomura.
Find
Nomura
out
works
in Mike's missing link. Coming soon.
Nomura works in mysterious ways, doesn't he? Yeah, so anyway, that was my weird story. And that was me also stalling to figure out what I'm going to predict is going to happen in Dark Road. Here's what I think. The
circular ass moon, that was Mike's head.
Yeah, that was me. So I think in Dark Road, mine's more of a mechanic deal. than a story deal.
Okay.
I think that all of you sitting there that held a bunch of BP.
Oh, no.
I think it's going to become absolutely useless. I think they're going to give you all the cards. Yeah, they're going to just give you all the cards, level 10, and you just the battles you just play. Like I don't think they added any kind of thought into this other than it's not a gacha game anymore. So here's just everything.
Yeah.
That's what I really think they're gonna do, and they're like, people are just here for the story anyway, so we're just gonna let you get to the story as soon as possible while making you fight things, because otherwise, is it really a game?
Right. Yeah.
We're gonna
it's just like a movie then.
The bare bones semblance of a game here, the outline, a faint outline in pencil of a game. We're going to give to you.
Minimum.
Maybe there's a couple parts that were erased, but we're gonna give you the bare minimum of this game. And then here's the story around that. That's what I think is actually going to happen. I hope that's not the case. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Part of me hopes that's not the case, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, sure, I'd love it for it to be like a game that's like at least semi-entertaining, right?
Yeah.
But then the other part of me is like, just give me the lore. Part of me is like, just
it's like they're
lore.
not monetizing it. Why would they put all of this work to make this great game?
Right.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
The two animators can only do so damn much.
God bless those two female animators. God bless them. They're working. They're in that back alley of Square Enix.
Yeah.
There's tumbleweeds going by.
In between fighting off rats.
Yeah.
They're animating.
The vending machine only has Funyuns in it.
Okay, you could have said something way worse, dude. You could have said like...
Could I have?
Yes. Funyuns, okay, Funyuns are like pretty cretinous, but people like Funyuns.
Let me say this about Funyuns. Okay, this is Funyuns talk. I like Funyuns. Funyuns, I think, are a good chip. But you have to be in the right mood for Funyuns.
That's true.
And the last thing I want to see when I'm not in the mood for Funyuns are fucking Funyuns. So if you give me a vending machine that only has Funyuns in it, that's like some like ninth circle of hell shit. You know what I mean?
See, if you would have said something like mustard chips or something fucking weird, then yeah, that's weird.
Well, yeah, but I would have said mustard chips, and then you or somebody would have been like, "What the fuck are mustard chips?" You know what I mean?
I feel like mustard chips exist.
They probably do.
Ketchup chips exist.
Yeah, in Canada.
Yeah. You're telling me they don't? There's not some even crazier Canadian who's like, what about mustard chips?
I'm sure there's some Mountie out there that wants mustard chips. And then he's asking like the convenience store owner, and he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about," you know, in his French accent, because that's how French people sound. Anyway, Jason, you got any other predictions for Dark Road? I think we both fulfilled our duties of giving one prediction here.
I mean, like, okay, so to me, all of these extra characters that are being added or whatever, they're all just gonna die, right? Like, we already seen their graves, right? Like, so I feel like most of it is just gonna be Ericus Xehanort, and then if there is somebody that ends up being in Missing Link, then that person will have a pretty big role as well. Anything else, I think, is just gonna be filler. So what I'm like more wondering is how much filler is there going to be, right? Because like if you were to look at, okay, let's say Dark Road had a full Union Cross lifespan, the filler would be monumental, right? We're talking like 80% filler probably, right?
Yeah.
But like how it is now, there is no reason to do filler. So I just am wondering, how much filler is there really going to be? How long is it going to take? I think if they do have filler, I think it's the worst Kingdom Hearts game by far, period. No, like, there is no other game that would have filler and not be like a live service game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
no, for sure.
unless you're one of those people who think Kingdom Hearts, like the Disney stuff, is filler. Like, that's a bit weird. But
yeah, like,
I just think it would be so terrible. I don't know that there's really going to be any type of like real Disney moments.
I don't know, because I mean, when you think about what they were doing with Dark Road before, how they were like, oh, we're learning about the Queen of Hearts evil heart backstory. You know what I mean? I think they're still going to do some of that. I think we're going to see. I mean, we clearly go to Agrabah at some point. Again.
I think it's going to be like the most like loose thing ever, where it's like in 358, the Disney worlds are really just, oh, Roxas also went to these Disney worlds. Like, he doesn't really have like a connection with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think that that's good, because I think that's cool that like, oh, when Sora and then like also like Terra, Ventus, and Aqua or whatever, like when they go to these worlds, like they make friends there, right?
Right.
And that's what is like unique about them, and that they're like these good, likable characters, right? I guess not so much Terra. Sometimes he steals the Princess of Heart when he gets literally mind controlled, but that's not his fault. Okay, guys.
Jason,
like,
a Terra apologist.
But like, I don't know that there's gonna be those moments, except for maybe like some one-off things where it's like Xehanort's like shit talking the Queen of Hearts type deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me young Xehanort is friends with the mirror? Like, they're buds? They're pals?
They might be. I don't know. It depends what he shows him about his hairline. You know what I mean? Depends if he cracks him over his leg or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dark Road. We're going to see very soon, Jason. Are you ready for it?
Dude, I'm ready. I'm excited.
It's been a long
it's one
time.
Of those, yeah, it's weird because it's been so long that it's weird that it feels like it's so close. Like, I'm still not believing it. Right.
We're just sitting there on a stream, and then we're sorry to inform you that Dark Road has been delayed indefinitely. Fuck! No Mira! I don't think I don't know what I'll do if that happens. I just think I think that's impossible. But if it does happen, I don't know. I might.
If
I think
it
I'll
does
just end
happen,
stream instantly.
It is some weird like tax break type shit. Like, they wanted to just have like something that was an L on their ledger. You know what I mean? Like, we lost money here, and they're just like
Square Enix might be like laundering money or something.
I swear to God, because some of the games are so goated, and then some are like inconceivably bad.
You're telling me
Babylon's Fall?
Outriders isn't a money laundering scheme? Or Avengers? It's all money laundering. They're like, oh, we got this much in sales of Hive coins or whatever the fuck they're called in Avengers, but really they were selling cocaine to like people, to Japanese businessmen, right? Like, wow, we saw a big increase in sales in Outriders, but really it's just like fucking cocaine or like heroin.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it. Anyway, we're not actually trying to accuse Square Enix of laundering money. It was just a joke for those people that are going to get triggered. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to come back with the question of the week, which was from Tyler Rims. Fuck you, Tyler, by the way. If you could have one Kingdom Hearts song play whenever you walked into a room, what would it be and why? One song, make it a definitive choice. And we'll see if everybody made a definitive choice or not, or if they bent the rules. We'll be right back.
This is Richard Epcar. Welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. Come to the darkness.
Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Jason. It's you, Jason.
What?
Time for the question of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you to Apharoxis. I feel like every time I do that, I'm getting less and less coherent. like over the episodes, you know? Like
because nothing actually happens for us.
It just and it's just more and more broken English. I'm saying I don't know why. Anyway, this week's question of the week comes from Tyler. Tyler, I'm kind of a dumb one. If you could have one Kingdom Hearts song play whenever you walked into a room, what would it be and why? One song, make a definitive choice. And Jason, we said that if anybody broke this rule, we would ban them.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
we'll see what happens. Orpheus Joshua says 3 words that make my hair stand up on my back and give me goosebumps of how awesome it is. No more bugs.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one thing I'm excited for when we play Recoded is to listen to No More Bugs in all its glory.
Dude, I hope in my head, like, No More Bugs, like, plays like all the time in that game just because it's a banger.
Yeah,
but
I'm
gonna
not
be
sure
so
about that.
disappointed when it's like one fight it plays.
It's literally a fight where you fight bugs, and that's the only time you do it.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it for us, guys. Okay, don't tell
It's
us.
super easy.
Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Pause the question of the week. Something that a YouTube commenter brought up. Holly brought this up to me, and they said about Sora's art that Nomura made for the merch line.
Oh, okay.
Is Sora wearing the same pants as the parking lot dude in the new art?
Oh yeah, I had seen some people saying that. They're like every masterpiece is a cheap imitation,
Yeah.
but the masterpiece is the parking lot guy, and the cheap imitation is Nomura's art.
Yeah, Nomura saw the art and said, I have an idea. I've
So you're
discovered a new
nobody."
recipe.
But what's backwards is like that guy with those pants is like supposed to be Roxas in the skit, so I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe
it's a little
Nomura
weird.
got confused.
Yeah, well, maybe they're the same guy.
True.
Anyway, I wanted to shout out Holly for that comment because it made me laugh out loud. Alex says, "End of the world, Sag." Man, Alex really trying to walk into the end of the world. I want you guys to know when I'm saying this, I'm picturing you all walking it down to the wrestling ring, you know?
Yeah.
And Alex
Or just like
pops
into
out.
like a random like city hall room. I don't know why. That's just what I'm kind of picturing. Like you walk into city hall.
Jason, what do you think happens at City Hall?
I think like things.
Apparently.
Things happen there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Honor, Judge Jason. Oh, he's coming out. It's Judge Jason. He's going to make quite the verdict today, Bill. It's just like
Anyone
wrestling.
who said more than one answer is being banned. And then I hit the gavel.
Short but sweet from Judge Jason today. Love to see him hitting that gavel. Anyway, Snappy Gaming, formerly K. Rain, says the Organization 13 theme, perfect for so many situations.
I gotta agree with him.
I just read what it was typed. What do you mean?
Prefect.
Maybe they meant prefect.
True.
It's like when you call someone a prevert, you know? Prefect.
Yeah.
Pure Strength Stan says, Dream Eater song, because annoying as that song is, I can just be as annoying and more smile. Just a constant repeat of la, 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 that reminds you all of your past sins that led to this point and make you want to cry. Wow.
Dude, I just imagine Pure Strength Stan walking into the gym. And it's just... But he's doing like a nutty lat spread. Like he's just actually... He's looking like a Dorito. Like...
Mr. Spanky says, Vector to the Heavens song is an absolute banger. Sad,
True.
though.
I would be like kind of... Well, the beginning of that song, too, is like a bit ominous.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. Billy the Kid Lawrence says, I'm at my local anime/video game convention, cosplaying as Sora, wandering the halls, lost on my way to the Kingdom Hearts panel. From the hallway, I hear the sound of a cry for help. In the other room, a blue-haired angel cosplaying as Aqua is being attacked by some shady dudes in black cloaks. She is helpless, her foam keyblade broken, in utter danger. I kick open the door as the soundtrack to my life plays. When you walk away, you don't hear me say. I swoop into the rescue, saving the day, beating the ever-loving shit out of the evildoers in the most simple and clean of ways. Unbeknownst to me, as the battle raged on, my damsel Aqua had left the room in a hurry. She comes back with con security. Turns out I beat the shit out of her friends. It was all for a stage show that was supposed to happen during the panel. I am thrown out and taken to jail for assault, thrown into a cell with a rather large man who looks like the human version of Pete, as he gives me quite the concerning smile, and a sad, dramatic violin version of Simple and Clean plays, while I contemplate what I've done for this woman I thought was in need of rescue. Ma, me?
What a twist.
Twists and turns. I gotta tell you, I'm very proud of Billy the Kid, because the rule was only one song. Yeah. And I expected Billy the Kid with the sad, dramatic violin version. I expected Sad Guy Hours. But he stuck to his guns.
Yeah.
Great job, Billy.
Still simple and clean, dude.
Great job. Linkito says, Sora's theme, I always felt like it was inspiring, or like the man of the hour is here. That's true.
True.
Those trumpets are pretty triumphant. Kyrie's bro says, as a former emo kid, I feel like Sad Guy Hours is the only answer here.
Respectable.
I gotta tell you, Kyrie's bro, there is no emo phase. You either
There's
are or
no
you
former.
aren't, buddy.
Yeah, you're still emo,
You're
by the
either
way.
emo or you're not, bud. You need to look inside, okay? Angel says, Kyrie's theme, but specifically Emree's cover / rendition of it. Wait, I gotta look this up. Wow, this is a very beautiful version of Kyrie's theme with piano.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for Kyrie's theme.
Angel, that is a great cover of Kyrie's theme, and I approve. You can walk out to that.
It reminds me of like FF10 for some reason. I don't know why. It just gives me FF10 vibes. I also really like this like time lapse of this person making this palpu fruit.
Yeah, the embroidery or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very pleasing.
Very pleasing. Anyway, Wildcat Diana says, I would love to have impeto obscuro every time I have to do something at work, like an interview or a meeting. It would put my opponents on their toes and give me the Slay Queen energy I sometimes need. I also want to, this brings me up to another YouTube comment that I have to bring up from a couple times ago, actually.
Couple times ago.
Nintendo 1 said, fun fact, L'Impo Oscuro is not Latin, but it's Italian. There's actually a bunch of songs in the Cage franchise connected to the Italian language. For example, Scherzo di Notte, Calabastian's theme, is also Italian, and the entirety of D'Estate is sung in Italian. So we can stop saying Latin when we talk about those names, like we always have. But thank you, Nintendo. Appreciate that. And Diana, that song would fucking like give me such anxiety in those kind of situations, but I'm glad you would thrive.
Yeah.
Key says, I'd have to say from the bottom of my pitch black soul, the Dream Eaters theme. Love that. Mike Kennedy NFL says, Inside of Riku from Recoded, because that digital ambiance is what's going on in my head at all times.
I didn't even know that.
Here, I'll link you because he posted a link too, because it's just like noise. It's just digital noises.
Noise. Aren't we all just noise, Mike?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it works. Do you feel like that's constantly in your head, Jason?
Yeah, when I'm in the Matrix, usually, yeah.
Yep.
Which is always.
Yeah. MJ Scobboy says, Atlantica gets a lot of shit from Cage fans who are afraid to admit it, but know full well that the melody of Under the Sea is straight fire. So I'm going to go with Adventure in Atlantica. I think that's what it's called. If you ignore the fact that the lyrics are just Sebastian coping with living underwater, it's a certified banger.
It actually is.
Yeah. Sebastian on that cope.
Right.
Cage Waterblock says, Dream Eaters. This isn't even a meme answer. I genuinely love this song. And then he posted the Giga Chad gif. Okay.
It's kind of a psychopath, but okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a psychopath move. The Mop 13 says, Rage Awakened. It starts off slower and not too noticeable, but then it really kicks into gear and everyone in the room knows it's time to get serious. Love that. Emmy Luna says, enter the darkness, smile. That's a good one. That might be my answer, honestly. I love that song. Like that start. And I actually hated the first time we played BBS because we fought Vanitas like 20 times in a row or whatever.
Yeah.
Stu Cat says, Sinister Shadows is such a banger and people would know to fear me when I walked in. I think that everyone's
choosing menacing things.
Yeah, everybody's like deciding with the kids game that we all love to choose the scary songs to enter to.
When we're all just playing this like comfort children's game.
Right.
Like, don't try to act like you're hard, guys.
And everybody's like, the one that makes me seem like a badass.
Don't try to act like you're hard while you're like, oh, it makes me cry every time Sora disappears.
SB Cat says, I will respect Tyler's wish and only choose one song, although I wanted to choose two. I would definitely pick Tension Rising because right off the bat, you know shit is going down. SB literally crying and then saying he'd pick Tension Rising in the same sentence. Literally just what we talked about.
Yeah, exactly what we talked about.
Zombie says, Lord of the Castle. That's it. No explanation. Just Zombie's the Lord of the Castle.
Respect.
Lord of the Castle. Lord of the Castle. Oblivion says, Castle Oblivion for obvious reasons. I'm assuming the obvious reason is that it's a banger.
Well, also...
Not because it's her name.
Yeah, probably. That's probably it.
Dreamer says, Roxas's Return, KH3. Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Panda Love says, I'm an extra bitch, so I'd want KH3 Dearly Beloved. As I approach the beginning, soft part fades in the... Wait. I misread that. Let me try this again. As I approach the beginning, soft part fades in, like the beginning of a boss battle. And as I walk in, it's right at the first piano crescendo. Everybody basks at whatever inevitably clumsy entrance I make.
At least they'll make you seem a little better.
At least you're not like trying to be like, oh, I come in and I pull my hood off and it plays Sunset Horizons and everybody knows shit's going down. I take my vape out of my Sora backpack and blow a fat cloud. And everybody's like, holy shit.
Oh shit. But the hood like messed up my hair, so my hair is like fucked and I don't look good.
Panda Boy says, this is an interesting one. I'm thinking Destiny Islands, the Project Astadi version. It's a fun and homey sound that makes you feel ready to adventure. And then when I leave the room, Missing You plays. I really like that song, and I used to know how to play it on the piano. Now, here's the thing. I don't think Panda broke the rules here, and here's why.
I know.
Because Panda said one song to enter the room to and one song to leave the room to, which wasn't the question, but we asked for only one song to enter the room to. And Panda did do that.
They found a fucking loophole. Okay,
Panda Boy found a loophole there. Gavin Dotson said, Dearly Beloved Swing version. I feel like it just lets people know right off the bat that we're all about to enter a good time. It was either this one or original KH1 Dearly Beloved. It's just such a classic song that literally every person who has played KH has heard. Definitely want to choose the song that would make everyone say, hey, this guy. The swing version is a perfect mix of familiarity, fondness, and fun. Oh, here's the thing. Wait. I don't think Gavin broke the rules here.
Okay. How the hell did he not break the rules, Mike?
It's
Mike said, objection!
It's technically the same song, Your Honor. It's technically
the same. Is the sheet music the same?
Yes, primarily.
No,
primarily.
It's not.
Here's the thing. I don't think Gavin broke the rules, but there's someone. I know you want blood, and there's someone down here that did, and we'll get to them. Birdo Jester says, fresh fruits balls. Absolutely blasting at full volume as I enter the room, letting everybody know who is truly ballin'. Fruit ballin' even.
Fruit ballin'.
I'm fruit ballin' right now.
Ready or not, here comes the acorn shot.
Tyler M says, for me, the answer is Darkness of the Unknown. I feel like that song suits me. Okay. Tyler being kind of cringe.
Dude.
Vita says, lazy afternoons, but the PS2 version specifically, I don't know. It's just really chill and great.
That one is very serotonin filled.
Vitas also says, also that feel when you had a typo in your question of the week answer and want to perish, because I think Vitas had one last week. And I will read every typo. Every single typo. So here's the deal. The next one is our rule breaker, and we knew it was going to be him.
No.
So Egg says, probably True Darkness from 3. I enjoy the notes. Either that or One Winged Angel or Rowdy Rumble, specifically the horse version from 3.
No, I was going to say, no shot. He says a fourth song.
Oh, don't worry. He's not done.
What?
Tyler says, Egg, what did I say? Pick one, make a choice, adapt or die. Egg said, adapt your chin to these nuts.
What?
Tyler says, play by the rules, Egg, or get taken out of the game. Egg says, fine. My real choice is the encounter, Metal Charge from 3.
God.
And then Egg says, it might actually be Hazardous Highway from 2.5 specifically.
Oh my God.
And I posted, Egg, you have disqualified yourself from this question of the week 3 times without even knowing what the consequences are. The bill comes due. Always. So, Egg, here's the deal, buddy. Jason said he was going to ban you. But me
I still want to.
And he still wants to. But me being the best public defender attorney that you've ever met, I have negotiated down your sentence from a ban to a removal of your VIP on Twitch. It's the best I could do, Egg. It's the best. I have to go do it right now. I'm doing it live on stream right now.
He's doing it as we speak.
Right now. Where's Egg of Dog 7?
You were going to be banned.
You are no longer VIP.
But now you've lost your VIP privileges.
Egg.
That you definitely use.
Egg. Gotta follow the rules, man. Gotta follow the rules. Swells Barkley says, Radiant Garden by Meadow Vista Media. Always, every day.
Yeah.
Shane Plunkett and Jesse Wright, goats.
True goats. We found the winner, guys. We found the winner.
It feels good to have a rule breaker like Egg Go and then have the best answer right after.
True. The definitive answer.
DP Grant says, victory fanfare from Union Cross. I feel like a champion everywhere I go. And it reminds me of the good old days from when Unchained Key launched. Imagine being nostalgic for that game. Good Lord help me.
Yeah.
True.
You know, I actually hate that song. I'm not even gonna lie. And then just like the down.
I mean, that's why we used it every time we did the Union Cross 5 minutes, because it's kind of a banger. Sean.
I hate that song.
It's a banger, dude. Sean says, my answer is really, really, really simple. It's the one that you all secretly want, but just don't know it. The big triple M, the Mickey Mouse March.
I knew it.
Imagine walking into a room with that triumphant masterpiece blaring. There isn't a higher honor in existence. Sean, I want to point out, you were a big fan of Mickey Mouse March, but Mickey has an E in it, brother. I don't know who M-I-C-K-Y is, dude. I don't know who that is.
M-I-C-K-Y-M-O-U.
Sean, it's in the song! Sean, it's in the song that you just referenced!
M-I-C-K-Y.
Come on, brother. It's in the song, Sean. They teach you how to spell it.
Sean, please.
M-I-C-K-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Come on, brother. I feel like we should ban Sean.
Just Minecraft villager noise instead of the E.
Matuke Anda says One Winged Angel. Nice. Okay. Trapper John says, I'm just gonna disqualify myself now because I would feel so foolish walking into a room with music. Maybe those he put an outro on as he left TikToks have ruined it for me.
when they just play like Unity or something.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
David Russell says, you already know we getting rowdy when I walk into a room. It's rowdy rumble time, baby. Love that.
Okay.
Keyblade Spymaster says, I'd have to say reviving Hollow Bastion from Kingdom Hearts 2. Banger.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Mark Creation Studio says, hearing the intro to the Land of Departures field theme. That one's good too. That intro slaps. Jip214 says, I don't know if this fits, but the Recom Destiny Islands is so fucking good. True, dude.
That's really true.
Absolutely true.
Underrated.
Dangus Khan says, Dangus here. I'd have to also say Rowdy Rumble because it makes me feel the most unhinged. Like I might fuck around and steal the Chipotle iced tea dispenser, and then he has a picture of what looks like a garage with a Chipotle iced tea dispenser.
I have to see this with my own eyes.
And also a sign that says Carne Asada behind it. So,
wait, so they also stole a sign?
he also. Dangus, please. Dangus. What is happening? This is more outrageous than Sean not being able to spell Mickey Mouse. That's in the song he's talking about. This is more outrageous somehow.
I like the Journey album in the picture.
Dude, that's a good
well.
album. That's a good album right there. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a good one. The Purple Ledian. Well, okay, I gotta give Dangus Khan some credit here because we were making fun of people that are like, yeah, shit's going down when I'm walking the room. This motherfucker had the receipts. He said, I just elbowed the shit out of my microphone. He said it makes me feel unhinged, like when I stole the Chipotle iced tea dispenser and then the motherfucker has one. So I'm sorry, you guys. Dangus Khan wins. Massive respect from me on that one.
My face hurts so bad. Oh my god. And it's clearly, the thing that says carne asada is clearly from the menu. It's a big sign. It's bigger than the dispenser.
Oh my lord. Okay. The Purple Ledian says, I want Tension Rising to start playing whenever I enter a room. Very false sense of hype and foreboding stricken into everyone around. Plus, it'll give everyone a taste of my mental radio whenever I'm zoning out. Purple Ledian, are you stealing an iced tea dispenser or what? Phil Games says, whichever song is the least noticeable because having my presence announced every time I walk into a room sounds like an actual nightmare. That is kind of true, actually. This isn't an answer, but I just want to mention that Egg said to Tyler, you won't stop a true hero, and then Dangus Khan hit him with the junior hero, and I think that's funny. Anyway, Jason, what's your answer to this question?
Okay, dude. Only people who have watched The Office will get this immediately. But I think if you haven't watched The Office, you'll still understand. You know the scene at the wedding at the end where Dwight has to announce everybody when they walk in?
Yeah.
Right? And Jim messes with him and keeps leaving and coming back. And so he keeps saying, Mr. Jim Halpert, over and over. I would do that, but with my starting music. And it would be the field theme for, I can't even think of what it's called now.
Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck is that? Deep Jungle.
Oh.
I couldn't even think of it. Yeah, dude. So I'd come in and it'd do, and I'd, oh shit, forgot my keys. And then I'd leave and then I'd come right back. Oh, yeah, I have my keys. Every single time.
It's funny because that song is actually maybe the best answer because it literally is that's the kind of shit back in the olden days when they'd announce people when they'd show up at parties, there would be a trumpet sound like that. You know what I mean? It literally starts with that. That's so funny. My answer.
I could never be a thief though. Not like Dangus Khan.
Yeah. Jason would not be stealing anything from the restaurant he walked into with the song. I'm trying to, like, my thought was, like, pro wrestler, right? If I'm a pro wrestler, I'm coming out to this Kingdom Hearts song. And I think a lot of, like, we were memeing, but I think a lot of people thought of it that way. That's why they picked, the craziest song they could think of. I'm sorry. I'm just really shook by Sean not knowing how to spell Mickey Mouse in the song where they spell Mickey Mouse.
Literally.
They literally spell Mickey Mouse.
Letter for letter.
Like.
Bar for bar.
Bar for bar. They say Mickey Mouse. You know what? I think I gotta go with the meme answer. I gotta go with Sad Guy Hours, because that's probably the most. It's the song that describes my life the most. Because I'm just sad. Okay, I will say though, I am proud of us as a community, and let me tell you why. Because no one came into here and were like, well, I would come out to Nachtflugel, or I would come out to the Master of Masters theme. So no one did that, and I appreciate that. You guys are, while slightly cringe, not incredibly cringe. So I'm proud of you guys for that. Great job, everybody. Except for Egg, who clearly broke the rules and now is no longer a VIP. Sad day for Egg. That was this week's question of the week. What do we want to do for the live episode next week?
If you had a second song, you would come into the room.
If you could pick a song that you didn't know how to spell, which song would it be? Everybody else answers Limpo Oscurto. Sean says Mickey Mouse March. I was going to say we could do something Dark Road related, or we could do something not Dark Road related, because I'm assuming most of the episode next week is going to be primarily Dark Road related, right? Mm-hmm. So it might be good to, like, take a breath from Dark Road. We do have this one from Cheese and Quackers, which isn't really a Kingdom Hearts question. But what's your favorite episode of the Ansem Report podcast? There's 100.
Kind of meta. That's actually a lot to choose from. Like,
yeah, I think we should do it. I think live is a good setting for that.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
So I think we should do it. I think if we were just having like a not live episode where we're just talking about that, it's kind of cringe.
Yeah.
But I think live, because we can like talk about it with the chat, I think that works better. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, everybody. So like next week's question of the week. What is your favorite episode of the Ansem Report podcast? This podcast that we're doing right now. For some reason, I'm trying to type out the thing while doing the podcast. I don't know why I'm doing that. Like I can wait. We're gonna read these live next week on the Ansem Report podcast live, episode number 17, which will be live of season 2. It'll be live on twitch.tv/SuperSpikeGhettiBros. I will try to release it at some point on Saturday, so it will only be a day late for you that can't make it live. But I highly suggest, let me take this time to highly suggest that you come check us out live. It's a lot of fun. I know, I guess I don't know this for a fact, but all the people that have told me that they enjoy the live podcast and then they kind of stuck around for Twitch streams after that because they liked it. There are probably people that didn't like it and just left. I'm sure that exists, and that's okay too. I highly recommend that you guys come check us out live. It's fun. We're gonna talk about Dark Road a lot. I'm gonna try to think of some little cheeky thing for us to do too. Maybe a tier list or something. Maybe less time consuming, but a little more cheeky. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll spell our favorite song titles and see if Sean can spell Mickey Mouse March. I don't know. God, I'm never gonna let that go. That's so terrible.
It's like clearly just a typo. Like he definitely knows,
I
but
know.
it's
He
never
knows how to
being
spell
let go.
it. But it's one thing if he was like, oh, Destiny Islands, and he spelled Destiny Islands wrong, because they don't fucking spell Destiny Islands in the song Destiny Islands. Mickey Mouse March, the literal hook to that song is spelling Mickey Mouse. Like, it's ridiculous that he did that. I'm almost like, did he do this on purpose? That's how, like, ridiculous it is. Enough about that. Guys, thank you so much for listening and watching to this week's Ansem Report podcast. Like I said, next week we will be live on twitch.tv/SuperSpikeGhettiBros. Please come join us. Please check out State of SpikeGhetti Direct Showcase in 2 days on twitch.tv/SuperSpikeGhettiBros. There'll be a lot of surprises there. I hope you guys will please enjoy. A lot of Kingdom Hearts surprises, a lot of non-Kingdom Hearts surprises. So I hope you will please look forward to that. Yeah, I guess that's going to do it for us this week. Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
Now fuck off.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 16 of the Ansem Report podcast, the longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast in the world, and the podcast of champions, if you didn't know that, because I'm a champion and Jason's a runner-up champion. Thank you to Metal Vista Media, Shane Plunkett, Jesse Wright, the boys behind Radiant Garden, the theme of the Ansem Report podcast that we love so dearly, and it just hypes me up every time I listen to it. You know what else hypes me up, Jason?
What?
You know what else hypes me up, dude?
Huh?
You know what else hypes me up?
What? Wait, what is it?
It is our Patreon, patreon.com/SuperSpikeGhetti and all the cool people that support us through that Patreon. We are going to list them off right now for everybody.
Famous for nothing.
Pokemon Trainer J,
Nesquik.
Billy the Kid, Lawrence, Mommy,
Corinne Verg.
Dr. Lambic,
DP Grant.
SB Cat,
Gavin Dodson.
Iron Daddy Sean,
It's your boy Woody.
Lisa S,
Mr. Trumpeter 711.
Iron Aggro,
Preferred Whale 6.
Swarls Barkley,
Water KH.
Zach P,
Elbow Juice.
Panda Love,
Frank Verg.
Fabio the Iguana,
Unholy Dolphin.
Vetus,
What's up, Carl?
Lands of Masters,
Regular Pat.
Get Roxel,
Librarian Gamer.
Birdo Jester,
Kyrie's Bro.
Afro Roxas,
Cheney.
Travis Town Jr.
Phil Games.
Thank you guys so much for supporting us over at patreon.com/SuperSpikeGhetti Bros. Pretty quick here, we're going to be in the fall season, which is much better for me work-wise, and so I'm going to be able to work on a lot of cool stuff. There might even be some behind-the-scenes from the State of Spiketti once you guys watch that, if you're interested in that kind of thing, maybe. And also, we're working towards the end of Season 1 of Fine, I'll do it myself. So please stay tuned to that on our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/SuperSpikeGhetti Bros to learn more. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.